Good evening.
Hi, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the class. How are you today?
Everything okay, teacher? Good evening. Thank you.
Very good. Okay, guys, thank you for coming. I'm really sorry I was having some troubles to connect, but now we can start our class. Okay, thanks to the ones who already are already in the class. Right now, guys, let me just activate my camera. Okay, and we can start with our class. Everybody, good evening. Nice to have you in our class today. Let's start the class, guys, and remember yesterday's class, okay? Remember that yesterday we learned a little bit about okay, we were talking about some modals, and they were related to necessity, suggestion, and obligation. Today, everybody, let's make a practice related to modals of obligation and prohibition, or in this case, obligation and necessity. So right now, guys, let's see one of the situations. For example, the situation is name two things you have to do every day. So you have to tell me, guys, some information related to the card. For example, two things I have to do every day are, for example, take a shower and also brush my teeth. I have to brush my teeth every day, and also I have to take a shower every day. So this is something mandatory for me. Well done, okay? We have to focus on these situations, everybody. So I want to hear some of you participating in these situations. Let's see, right now, I want to hear two things you must do if you want to lose weight. To start with this activity, I want to hear Luis Molina. Okay, Luis, tell me, what are two things you must do if you want to lose weight?
Okay, for me, the diet and the exercise.
Oh,
Okay,
repeat again the two things.
okay. Exercise and diet, right? Be to care when to eat something, right?
Okay, that's great. Just remember, Luis, create complete sentences. For example, I must do exercise and
I I must take a diet.
very good. You must take a diet or you must be on a diet, right? So those are
Uh-huh.
great things we can do to lose weight. Now I want to hear, let's see, Jacqueline. Okay, Jacqueline, what do you think? What are two things you must do if you want to lose weight?
Okay, I must um, take a nap in the afternoon, and I must take a shower every day. I don't know,
Oh,
only
we are
two.
talking about two things to lose weight.
Give me an example, please.
Oh, for example, Louis said, to lose weight, you must be on a diet. Also, you must do exercise. What else you have to do to lose weight?
Ah, wait. I must run in the morning, and I must, I don't know, eat healthy.
Very good. You must eat healthy. That's great. Okay, so those are great things. Run in the morning, do exercise, be on a diet, or eat healthy. So those are great actions you can take to lose weight. Okay, pretty good. We will continue right now, and I want to hear three things you have to do if you have a pet. Okay, this is an interesting uh, exercise, an interesting situation. I want to hear Damari. Damari, Tell me 3 things you have to do if you have a pet. Oh, Damari. Oh, yes, Damari is here.
Hello.
Hello.
In my case, in my case, teacher take care of them and feed them.
Okay, very good. Just please don't forget, Damari, you have to tell me complete sentences. For example, you have to take care of them, you have to feed them, and one more, remember 3 things, okay?
Okay. An educator.
Oh, repeat again, complete sentence.
And educated my pets.
Oh, complete sentence. For example, I have to.
I have to educate it.
Very good. You have to educate your dog. That's good, okay? Thank you, Damari. Just please don't forget complete sentence. No se te olvide que estamos usando oraciones completas, okay? Thank you. Let's continue right now, and I want to hear, okay, Evelyn, tell me please, Evelyn, 3 things you have to do if you have a pet.
I had to feed him every day. I had to take a walk for 30 minutes every day. And every week, I need to give him a bath.
Nice, okay, you need to give them a bath. Okay, that's something really important. Well, all of the activities you mentioned are important. Just remember, okay, always use complete sentences. So congratulations, Evelyn, you did it. Okay, thank you. Let's see, we will move everybody to another situation. So right now, you just have to tell me 1 thing you often have to buy, okay? For this activity, I want to hear Katia. Okay, Katia, tell me 1 thing you often have to buy.
Okay, I have to buy coffee
Coffee, do you like
because
coffee?
it's very necessary for me. Yes,
Okay, so well,
I
that's
love
something.
coffee.
Okay, so do I. I really like coffee. So very good. Thank you, Katya. That was something interesting and something necessary at home. Okay, thank you. What about Mitzi? Mitzi, tell me 1 thing you often have to buy.
I have to buy a new fridge.
Oh, repeat again, Mitzi.
I have to buy new fridge.
New switch. You often have to buy a new switch.
No, fridge. Refrigeradora.
Oh, fridge. I'm sorry. I listen like switch, but no, it's fridge.
Okay.
Okay, that's good. Okay, well, it's necessary. It's also necessary. So very good. Thank you for sharing with us about that. And well, I hope you can buy it. Let's move everybody to 1 more situation now. Okay, this is interesting. Name 3 things you mustn't do when you are driving a car. Okay, if you drive a car, guys, it will be easy for you, but if you don't, well, maybe it will be a little bit hard. But let's see, we will start with Abel. Okay, Abel, tell me 3 things you mustn't do when you are driving a car.
I mustn't be distracted when I drive, and I mustn't access the the limit speed limit, sorry. And I mustn't use a cell phone, for example, or um, be, or I mustn't use a cell phone, sorry.
Okay, very good. That's right. You mustn't use your cell phone when you are driving. You mustn't be distracted, and you mustn't. Oh, you mustn't.
Excess.
Excess, right? The speed limit. So very good. That was a nice answer. I really liked it. Pretty good. We will move, guys, to another situation, but this is a little bit more. It's longer, so we will answer this with more people, right? So you have to tell me 5 things you don't have to do when you are on holiday. Remember, you are on holiday. So 5 things you don't have to do. I want to hear some of your classmates. Let's see, Abigail, tell me, okay, tell me some things you don't have to do when you are on holiday.
I don't have to work.
Nice, that's pretty
I
important.
don't have to think about work.
Okay.
And um, I don't have realize so many activities.
Oh, you don't have to do so
A
many
realizar muchas actividades. Ajá.
do many activities.
Ajá. Do many activities. And don't have get up early.
Okay, very important.
Only that, teacher.
That's it. Okay, very good. So I really like your the points you mentioned. So you don't have to think about work. So it's not when you're on holidays, work is not that important, right? At least when you are on holidays. Then the rest of the time, yes. But that was really nice. Thank you, Abigail, for sharing some of the things we don't have to do when we are on holidays. Everybody, it was just a review about the use of have to and must or mustn't, you know. Okay, in this opportunity, guys, we will continue talking about the modals for necessity, suggestion, and obligation. But I want to show you guys today's topic. Just give me a second, guys. I'm having some troubles with the internet because it has just started raining over here and my computer is running a little bit slow. Okay, I'm really sorry.
Me ayuda, por favor, moviendo un poco la camioneta. Es suya.
Okay, thank you. So, guys, in this moment, we will continue right now. Remember, as I told you, our class for today, it's about modal verbs, but in this opportunity, we will check WH questions and modal verbs. How do we create the questions, the WH questions with modal verbs? As you know, we have to respect a specific structure, and that's what we are going to do today. Before we continue, guys, let's review the modal verbs. And remember that last time or in our last class, yesterday's class, we were talking about some modals. Guys, do you remember the modals we studied yesterday? What are the modals we studied? Okay, we use should. Any other?
Must.
Must.
Had better.
Had better. Okay, very good. This is another for suggestion.
Not to.
Oh, repeat again. Oh, ought to. Very good. Oughta. Any other?
Need to.
Need to, very good. Any other?
Have to.
Have to, okay? These are, everybody, some of the models we studied yesterday. Well, we were talking about, when we were talking about necessity, we use need to. In some cases, also we use must. And have to for obligation. Then for suggestion, we use should, had better, and oughta. Okay, when we are talking about those modal verbs, some of them have specific structures, and it's not possible to use questions or negative sentences with those structures. For example, guys, when you create sentences using oughta, it's not correct to create questions. It's not possible, actually. Okay, it's not possible to create questions using oughta or using had better. Okay, in that case, everybody, we are going to review some of the modal verbs we studied yesterday and the correct structure to create questions with them. Okay? Oh, give me a second. What happened? Okay, there you go. So, guys, let's remember a little bit about the WH words. Remember that the WH words help us to create questions for extra information or for more information about something in specific, okay? What are the WH questions for today? Let's see. Adelina, what are the WH words for today?
Repeat, please.
What are the WH words for today's class?
Oh, where?
Oh, all the words? The 5 words?
Oh, okay. What? When? Where? What time? And why?
Very good, okay? Today, guys, we will focus on these 5 WH words. So to start, guys, I would like to share with you the use of the WH words and the use of need to or have to, okay? Right now, I want to hear, let's see. I want to hear, well, I don't know, maybe it's going to help us, David, okay? David, can you read the structure for WH questions with need to or have to?
Okay. What, when, what time, where, why, plus do that, plus subject, plus need to, plus verb oh, in base form, plus completement.
Complement, very good. As you can see, thank you, David. As you can see, this is the general structure we use for questions using need to or have to. Remember, in this context, we use need to and have to as if they were simple present verbs, okay? As if they were in simple present, because we are using the auxiliaries do and does, okay? That's why it's very important, guys, to remember the correct structure for need to and also for have to. For example, guys, I can use any of these words to create a question. An example can be, what do you need to buy? Okay, I remember one of your examples, you told me I need to buy a fridge. Okay, I remember I said switch, but it's not switch, it's fridge. So I need to buy a fridge. Okay, what do you need to buy? I am asking for more information. As you see, I just ask buy, need to buy. I didn't give any option. For example, when we make yes, no questions, we give some options. For example, do you need to buy a kitchen? Sorry, a stove? Do you need to buy a stove? In that case, guys, I give you an option, right? The stove, or I can ask you about the fridge, or I can ask you about a microwave. So in yes, no questions, I give you some options. But in WH questions, I don't give you options. In that case, everybody, I ask for extra information. Now, I want to hear any other example using a need to or have to. Let me check if maybe Katia can create one question. Can you help us with a question, Katia? Hello, Katia. Can you create one question? Okay, maybe we can hear Luis Molina right now. Luis, can you help me with one question?
Okay, of course. Where do you need to buy the where do you need to buy the refrigerator?
Okay, that's
Fridge.
good. Very good. That's a great use. Okay, that's a great question. Where do you need to buy the refrigerator? I want to ask Luis. Luis, what is the use of where?
Why?
Oh, what is the use of where?
And the beginning of the sentences?
Yes, what is the use of where? What is the use? Extra information, places,
Okay. It's
time.
okay, it's a place
Very good.
that you need information, the place, for example, the place where the people or the person need to buy the refrigerator, but this a place.
Very good. So we ask for a place, okay? Again, everybody, I repeat this again. We don't give options, right? We just ask for more information about something. For example, where do you need to buy the refrigerator? In Omnisport, in Tropigas, where? Okay, I don't give you any option, at least in WH questions. In a yes, no question, I can. For example, do you need to buy the refrigerator in Tropigas, for example? I don't know, maybe you have a credit over there, so you can go and ask for a fridge, right? So you can tell me your answer. I don't give you any options, so you have to give me that information. That was a great example. But as you see, guys, we follow the same structure. We need to use the WH words. Remember, WH words. Then we have to use the auxiliary do or does, depending on the subject. If we have, for example, he, she, on, or it, you know, we have to use does. Then the subject, then everybody, depending on if it is necessity or obligation, we have to use the verb, the main verb of the question, need to or have to, then a verb in base form, and in some cases, not all the time, but in some cases, we need to use a complement. As I told you guys, in some cases, not all the time. So thank you for your example, Luis. Right now, everybody, I would like to continue. Give me a second. Okay, right now, everybody, I would like to continue with our next structure. Actually, all of them follow the same structure. The difference is that at least in this structure, we have to use do or does. In the other models, it's not possible, or it's not correct to use it, right? In this opportunity, as you see, we have the modal verb should for suggestion. I want to listen to Melissa. Melissa, can you read the structure, please?
Yes, what time plus should plus subject plus verb in plus complement. Verb in base form plus complement.
Nice job. Remember, guys, these are the WH words, all the WH words. Since we use should to talk about suggestions, we can create an example, guys. For example, imagine I say, oh my gosh, I have a headache today. Oh, maybe you can tell me, teacher, you should take some medicine. What medicine? Oh, what medicine should I take? Okay, give me recommendations. Remember, we are talking about suggestions. You told me a sentence. You should take medicine. Now my question is, what medicine should I take? I want to ask David. David, if I have a headache, what medicine should I take? Oh, maybe David is having troubles with the internet. Mitzi, hello. Tell me, please, if I have a headache, what medicine should I take?
You should be take a acetaminophen.
Acetaminophen. Very good. Oh, acetaminophen. Right. Okay, very good. As you see, I didn't tell you any option. For example, should I take amoxicillin or acetaminophen? Which is better? No, I didn't give you options. In this case, you give me more information about something you recommend me. Okay, then another question, for example, is what time should I take acetaminophen? What time should I take it? What do you think, Evelyn? What time should I take acetaminophen?
You should take acetaminophen at morning and before go to bed.
Okay, you should take acetaminophen in the morning or before you go to bed. Okay, so after classes, I am going to take an acetaminophen because you recommend me that. Okay, it's an example, right? It's just an example. But as you can see, everybody, when you give me recommendations, we can ask more questions for more information about that recommendation or for more suggestions. Okay, what medicine should I take? What time should I take acetaminophen? As you see, we use should. Of course, in sentences, we use it for suggestions. In questions, everybody, we use it also for more recommendations, for more suggestions, okay? To ask people for more suggestions, okay? These are the structures, everybody, we have to remember. At the moment, we ask questions with modals, okay? Right now, let me see. Okay, right now, Armando, can you create one more example using should? One more question using should, please, Armando?
Okay, give me a second.
Okay.
When should you make maintains at your cars?
Let me see. Okay. Okay, that's a great question. When should you make maintenance, or maybe when should you check your car, right? That's another great option. Well, I don't know about cars, but maybe you should. Well, I want to ask someone, maybe Abel. Abel, when should you check your car? Oh, maybe Abel is having troubles with internet. Luis, when should you check your car?
Yeah, I shoot my car once a month.
Oh, give me a second. I should check my
What?
car
Check my car once a month.
once a month. Okay. Yeah, it's that's a great recommendation. Okay, Armando, when should you check your car?
Oh, one weeks, 1 2 months.
Once a month.
Yes, I should. Yes, I should check my car once a month.
Very
Between.
good. Okay, that's a great option. Okay, you should check your car once a month. Okay, very good. As you see, guys, we create questions, WH questions, to ask for more information. In this case, guys, we ask for more suggestions, right? Give me a second, guys. Okay, you should check your car, or you use this structure, WH questions, with should, to ask for more suggestions. In this case, guys, we ask for more necessities or for more things that are obligation for you. Okay? These are, everybody, the structures we have to remember for today. It was very simple, everybody. So I'm really happy that we could practice a little bit using WH questions. Right now, everybody, I'd invite you to continue practicing the next activity. Just give me a second. Everybody. Okay, right now, everybody, since we already practiced sentences in affirmative, also in negative, and it was yesterday, but today, guys, we learn about questions, WH questions using the modals. We will check some examples, and everybody, let's check which is the correct sentence, okay? To start, remember the questions are using have to, must, and should. Which sentence is correct? Okay, let me see. I will write a number for each sentence. For example, guys, this is sentence number 1, this is sentence number 2, and this is sentence number 3. Okay, please give me your, okay, tell me what is the correct option. Sentence 1, 2, or 3. Right now, read the sentence and decide. You must see the Chrysler building. You must see the Chrysler building, or you have seen the Chrysler building.
You must see the Chrysler building when you.
Number 2.
Luis, number 2. Okay, any other answer, everybody?
Number 1.
Number
I think
1,
the number
everybody.
1 is the correct.
Christopher, number 1. Okay, I have 2 votes, for example, number 1, and 1 vote, for example, number 2. Let me tell you guys that example number 2 is the correct sentence. Why is that example correct, everybody? Why sentence number 2 is correct? What do you think?
The number 2 is correct because in the number 1 use must to, and the grammar ruler is not used to.
Very
And the
good.
number one.
Okay. According to grammar, we never use to
according
when
to the
we are using must. Okay.
And
So
the
in
number 3, missing have to. See.
That's great.
You
Very good
have,
choice.
see.
That was right. When we use have to, we have to use everybody. Have to, okay? And then the verb in base form. But then everybody, in the first example, we use must, but we never use to. Okay? Okay. So guys, example number 2 is the correct option. Very good. Let's move everybody and check our next sentence.
Sorry, teacher.
Yes, Christopher?
I have a question. That point is new for me because the verb in its base form is the verb is to see, right? But why you don't use to in these cases?
Oh.
Why not?
That's a great question. The thing is that verbs in base form are all the verbs without to. Okay, see, for example, make or do, okay? Then we have the infinitives, okay? Infinitives, like this. In infinitive, we have, for example, to see, to make, or to do, okay? That's why we are not using a to in this case when we use a must, okay? Because they are verbs in base form, but not infinitives, okay?
Okay, only when we use must, you don't use the word to. Only when you use must, the
When
word.
When you use most of the modal verbs, for example, when we use must, should, can, will, may, might, we never use to, okay?
Okay.
Great. Okay, but in this case,
I
when
should
we use...
study that.
Okay, but when we use have to and need to, it's possible, okay? Very good. Now, everybody, I want to ask some of you to tell me what is the right answer. Do I should call him? Should I call him? Or I should call him? What do you think, Beatrice? What is the right answer?
Did I show?
1, 2, or 3?
3. I should
3.
call him.
I should call him. Okay, that's a great option. Now I want to hear, let's see. Melissa, what is the correct option in your opinion?
I believe it's number 2.
Number 2. Okay, number 2 and 3. Okay, let's see. I want to hear maybe, I don't know. Adelina, what is the right answer? 1, 2, or 3?
Number 2.
Number 2. Okay, 2 votes for number 2 and 1 vote for number 3. Let me tell you guys that example number 2 is the correct option. Remember, this is a question, not a sentence. I should call him. It's a sentence in affirmative form. Should I call him? It's a question. Okay? Very good. So thank you for your practice, guys. We are doing an amazing job. Now, tell me what could be the right question. Sorry, the correct sentence. You don't have to wear uniform in the 6th form. You haven't to wear uniform in the 6th form. Or you mustn't wear uniform in the 6th form. What could be the right answer? What do you think? 1, 2, or 3?
Number 2, teacher.
Number two, somebody?
Number one, teacher.
Number one, Evelyn. Okay, so we have one vote for number one vote for number two. Any other volunteer, Armando?
For me, it's number two, teacher.
Number two, you haven't to wear.
Yes.
Okay. Let me tell you guys that
Number one, teacher.
number one, yes, everybody. I guess have to, it's more likely to be the right answer, guys. You haven't is not correct because haven't, everybody, is not a verb, okay? In this context, it's not even a modal verb because as a modal verb, we can use have to or have got to. And we are not using those structures. So we have to use, you don't have to wear uniform in the sixth form. Since this example, it's an obligation, okay? An external obligation. This is something I have to do because someone else told me to do it. Not because I think it's correct, because other people told me I don't have to do it, okay? Let's continue right now, guys. And tell me the next exercise, the next sentence. Which sentence is correct? We don't must make any noise, or we mustn't make any noise, or we mustn't to make any noise. Sentence 1, 2, or 3. What do you think?
Number one.
Number 1, Armando? Okay.
Yes.
Any other person?
Number 2.
Number 2? Okay. Any other person? Let me see.
Yeah,
Katia says
number two.
Number 1. Luis, what did you say?
Number 2.
Number 2.
Number 2, teacher.
Very good, Evelyn. Number 2 is the correct answer. Remember, guys, this is the only sentence that is correct grammatically. Okay, that is grammatically correct. Because we don't must is not possible. Remember that don't, it's only possible for need to or have to, but not for must. Then guys, mustn't to is not correct. We mustn't make, that's correct, everybody. So the modal verb and the main verb of the sentence, they agree, okay? So that was great. Thank you, guys. Oops, I didn't choose the answer. Sorry. There we go. Continue. Which sentence is correct? You really should go in and see a doctor. You really should to go and see a doctor. You really should go and see a doctor.
Number 3, teacher.
Number 3, Emily. Okay, number 3, Abel. Any other volunteer?
Number 3.
Katia says number 3. Adelina says number 3. Okay,
3.
guys, I'm really happy because all of you says number 3. This is, everybody, the single correct sentence grammatically, okay? The other sentences are not grammatically correct, okay? So very good. One more sentence, everybody. One more example. Tell me, please, which sentence is correct? He don't should, he doesn't should, or he shouldn't talk. 1, 2, or 3.
Number 3.
Number 3, Abigail.
Number 3, teacher.
Number 3, Mitzi.
Number 3.
Number 3, Evelyn. That was nice. Okay, Katia on the chat, she told me 3. Also, Abel on the chat, he told me 3. And of course, everybody, should is the right answer. Okay, I'm really happy, guys, that we are doing an amazing job with all these modal verbs, okay? I think at the beginning it was kind of confusing, but now, everybody, we work better, or we use better the modal verbs. Now, everybody, let's move to the next sentence. Tell me, Which sentence is correct? Look at this. These are questions. Why do we always have to come to the same cafe? Why do we always have to come? Let me see. Why we always have to come? Why do we always have to come? Or why do we always have come? What do you think is the right answer? 1, 2, or 3?
Number 2.
Number 2. Okay. Abigail, very good. Any other person? Any other opinion? Let me see. Luis on the chat, he told me number 2. Very
Number
good, Luis.
2.
Evelyn, very good. Number 2. Abel and Mitzi on the chat. Also, Katia and Adelita on the chat. They told me number 2. So yes, everybody, this is the correct question. That's right. Okay, let's check, everybody, our last example. Okay. Must you to make that terrible noise all the time? You must to make that terrible noise all the time, or must you make that terrible noise all the time? Which sentence is correct? Number 1, 2, or 3?
Number 3.
Number 3, okay. Adelina, nice job. Any other opinion?
I think it's number 3.
Christopher, number 3, that was nice. Melissa, number 3. Luis Molina, number 3. Great job. Abel, number 3.
Number
Okay.
3, teacher.
Mitzi, number 3. Okay, guys, let me tell you that yes, number 3 is correct. As you can see, guys, asking questions using must, it's possible, but it's not very common, okay? When we want to ask about obligations, it's more common that we use have to, okay? Not must. But in this case, we have an example using must, and you decided, or you choose, everybody, the correct structure. Remember, this is basically based on the structure. Now, guys, let me show you that our result, give me a second. Our result, everybody, it's 8 out of 8. So we have a 10, okay? We have 10, everybody, in this activity. I'm really happy because most of you gave me the right answers. Maybe at the beginning, as I told you, we were a little bit confused between the right answers. But now, everybody, you gave me the correct sentences. At the end of the activity, guys, in the last maybe 4 or 3 exercises, you told me the correct answer. So congratulations, everybody. Claps for you, claps for you. Well done, well done. Okay. Now, everybody, I want you to move to our next part. In this opportunity, guys, give me a second. In this opportunity, guys, we are almost leaving. I want to tell you guys, please continue practicing on the platform. Remember, activities on the platform are important and necessary to continue on the next level, okay? You have to complete all the activities on the platform, okay? Recuerden, guys, tienen que terminar todas las actividades de la plataforma para poder continuar en el siguiente nivel. Recuerden, cada semana tenemos que completar un cierto porcentaje. En esta semana, el lunes que justamente pasó, teníamos que llegar al 50%, o sea, a la mitad de las actividades de la plataforma. En esta ocasión, guys, nosotros ya avanzamos más del 50%, porque ya empezamos incluso la unidad 4, lo que significa, guys, que para el próximo lunes tenemos que lograr el 75%, ¿ok? Les invito, guys, que puedan completar todas las actividades al día para que no vayan a tener ningún inconveniente el último día de clases, ¿ok? Ni cuando vaya a hacer la inscripción vayan a tener el inconveniente que no terminaron el nivel. Please, guys, continue practicing. continue working on the platform. And in this opportunity, guys, we have to complete, we have to start on activity 4.3, which is vocabulary, and we have to finish tomorrow, guys. The last activity that we have to do at least until tomorrow, it's activity 4.4.2. Okay, models of necessity and suggestion practice. So everybody try to practice using this or completing these activities. And then, guys, tomorrow we can continue working with our practices and activities. Do you have any question, guys, before we go?
Teacher,
yes,
I have a
Abigail.
question. I have confused when you say the use don't is used with need to and have to.
That's right.
One, ¿cómo es? When we are different, the haven't and ay, ya me confundí, pero cuando explicaba del haven't y el ay, ¿cómo era esto? Cuando iba el don't have, pero también estaba el haven't.
Okay, let me tell you that haven't, it's only used, for example, when we use have got to, okay? Cuando usamos la estructura de have got to, ahí podemos usar el haven't, okay? Pero cuando usamos solamente have to, it's not possible. In that case, we have to use do, well, in this case, in negative, don't or doesn't. Okay, Abigail?
Okay, teacher.
Yes,
Thanks.
this is something you won't see on the platform. En la plataforma creo que no van a encontrar el have got to, no recuerdo. Así que, pues, no hay ningún problema, ¿verdad? Pero es importante también que lo sepamos, ¿ok? Al momento de identificar cuál sería el correcto, ¿right? En este caso, como vieron en el ejercicio, teníamos don't have, haven't, y creo que estaba mustn't, no recuerdo. Pero teníamos esas tres opciones. Por eso es importante también, o por eso más que todo, la aclaración, ¿ok? Great question, Abigail. Thank you for your question. Well, guys, if you don't have any other question, it was great to practice with you today. I hope we can continue practicing tomorrow. So please, guys, relax and have a good night. Bye-bye.
Good night, teacher.
Good night, teacher.
Good night, teacher.
Good
Good
night.
night, everybody.
Bye.